Hey everybody, welcome back to me and my shadow. Just checking to see if I got enough battery to get this video made. So had an excellent question come up from one of my most awesome subscribers. And ma'am, I forget your name, I apologize. But the question came up as to when is the best time to really start getting out on busier roads from a new rider's perspective? And it's an excellent question, and I think if we're honest with each other, to be 100% honest with you guys, it's a question I ask myself. When am I going to be actually ready? Will I ever be ready to face these four-wheeled demons? And the short answer is there really is. The time frame can be different for everybody, okay? Honestly, the best time to get out there on the road where it's busier with more traffic and things like that, really drive with the crazy four-wheelers, is when you are ready. And there's several different ways that you can prep yourself. Let me preface this way. You're never really going to know you're ready until you have enough confidence built up. Well, how do you build the confidence up if you're not going to get out there and actually ride in traffic? Well, it comes from repetition. It comes from hitting the same roads over and over again. It comes from getting to know your motorcycle. And there's really a good way to do this. And the best way I know is the only way that I know, which is the way I did it. And the way I simply did it was this. I would get up and I would go out early when there was less traffic. Or I would hit it on a Sunday or a Saturday morning early where I knew there wasn't going to be a whole lot of people out. Take interstate riding. For me, that was a huge hurdle to overcome. I was honestly very scared of riding on the interstate. Now it doesn't bother me at all. Matter of fact, interstate riding to me seems more safe than riding like this on secondary roads now, because it is. But I had a huge fear, and the fear was the wind and the speed and how quickly everything happens. And, you know, there was just a lot of angst and fear in me when it came to that. And I think everybody's fears are going to be a little bit different. Some people are not going to be scared of the interstate at all and they'll hop right on it just like it's nothing. Other people, like me, it's going to scare the crap out of for a while before you get used to doing it. So go out on the days where you know the traffic is lighter. If riding on secondary roads like these where you've got more traffic bothers you, then get to know the roads. Get out on the roads early in the morning where you know there's not going to be a whole ton of traffic, or maybe in the middle of the afternoon, depending on whatever your schedule's like. But don't go out on a Friday during rush hour and try it. Nobody likes that. Even the experienced riders can't stand it. You need to go. Truth is, you need to just go at your own pace. This isn't a competition. This is your safety, and this is what you're comfortable with. I know this. If you get out on the road and you're not confident at all, your chances of having something major happening to you or making a major mistake are going to be a heck of a lot higher than if you have some confidence built up. So maybe it's not so much the traffic, maybe it's just the speed. Maybe you're just used to riding in the neighborhoods, okay, and your speed never really gets above 30 miles an hour. But when you get out on one of these secondary roads and you're forced to do 45, 50 miles an hour, I'm in a slow area right now, but to be honest with you, most of these roads around here, secondary highways and stuff like that, are 50, 60 miles an hour. Get out when it's early and get used to the speed. And plus, when you don't have as much traffic to worry about and people zipping in and out and changing lanes and worrying about those things, you can practice those basic skills that you learned in your MSF course, right? You can practice your keeping your head up. You can practice your lane position. You can practice stopping. You can practice getting to know your clutch better. The more you get to know the motorcycle, the more that builds confidence. And then once you start to develop those skills a little bit further, you can start branching out a little bit. And take it slow. Take it in small pieces. Like roads that you know are typically a lot more busy than others, well, just take it a few blocks at a time if you have to. Again, it's not a race. Nobody is judging you one way or the other. I mean, you go sit there and watch all the videos you want about these people that go out and ride for hundreds of thousands of miles and do all this crazy stuff, but you're never really going to, hey there, Harley, you're never really going to get there unless you practice. And that practice is what's going to make it perfect for you. So, some things to keep in mind. Some wisdom from Tim and his shadow. Number one, don't feel pressured to do more when you're riding than you're comfortable with. And it doesn't matter. If it takes you 6 months, it takes you a year to get comfortable doing something, then who cares? That's number one. Don't feel rushed. Number two, pick times when you go out that are not as crazy as like right now where you've got all this traffic to worry about and stuff like that. Pick times that you know that you feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more calm. Pick times in the morning early, things like that. Look at it this way. Even if it takes you 6 months to get used to riding busier roads and things like that, at least you're still riding and you're being safe. And every time you swing your leg over the bike and mount up, you're getting more and more used to your motorcycle. So for new riders, those that have never ridden before, and those getting back on the bike again after quite some time of being off, just keep those things in mind. It will benefit you in the long run, because there's nobody looking over your shoulder except for yourself. Getting home safely and making sure that you understand how your motorcycle is going to react and things like that can take some time. Some people are quicker learners than others. Some people it just comes naturally to, and I'll be real honest with you, for me, it didn't come naturally. It took a long time, especially the interstate. That was, if you go way, way back and look at some of my earliest videos, you'll see I called it Nemesis because it was my biggest fear. So, really, honestly, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to make sure that I answered that subscriber question. I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video and got something out of it. If you did, hey, leave a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed to the channel. I've got some maintenance videos coming up real soon on this channel, so be on the lookout for that. I've had some questions about how do you get used to working on your motorcycle, and there's certain steps that I took, and there's really a lot of benefits to working on your own motorcycle, and I'll get deeper into that on the next video. It doesn't matter what you ride. What matters is that you ride. And guys, it doesn't really matter if you're riding in heavy traffic such as this, or if you're riding on a 2-lane country road with the only traffic you got is maybe a dog chasing you from the mailbox. Get out there and ride. Enjoy your time on the road. It's Tim with me and my shadow. We'll see you guys again real soon.